Guys, so today we're just doing low driven. Our motto at Joner football is technique above everything. Unless you're working with high level players, footballs just go everywhere. But it's just a simple technician drill, breaking down the technique. I'm gonna just be walking around, looking at each player, fine tuning their technique on the low driven pass. Footballs go everywhere, and as a coach, like I get frustrated with that, but it's something that these players need. There's another ball they just go flying everywhere. But let's see how we go. Low driven pass. So I'm not going to coach it just yet, but it's a little game against your partner. Can you knock the ball off? But you've got 2 touches, Connor. 1 to get out your feet, 1 to drive. 1 to get it out your feet, 1 to drive. Sam Allardyce. So always try and keep it to 2 touch and on your strong foot. Okay, get down. We want the low driven to stay low. We don't want to lift it. Watch this one. Watch this one. No. Mad. Mozza, keep that a little bit lower if we can. Who's the best so far? Yazzie, more backspin, please. Are you a Kevin De Bruyne or are you flipping? Can't think of a bad ball striker in the Premier League. Yeah, are you the Kevin De Bruyne or Joe Bloggs? I don't know. Wow, Luke. More pace, please, Yazzie. So, guys, what I'm doing here, I'm just literally I'm just watching everyone, let them play. Footballs are going everywhere. Footballs are going everywhere. I'm watching everyone, picking up on lots of common mistakes. But yeah, I want to obviously point out the ones that are good, maybe get them to do a demo. Marco, you need a lot of work on this, huh? You need a lot of work on this. To see, it is a lot of players need it. Yazzie, you need a lot of work on this, don't you? Yeah. Collect balls, get about 3 or 4 back in your lane, and then we can talk. So guys, the best way, if you're a coach delivering this drill to your team, or you're doing a small group, you need lots of footballs for this if you want it to run smoother. I don't want to overcoach you. As players, you have to problem solve yourself. Would you agree? Yeah. Okay. So the only thing that I want to see in the next set, 2 things. The ball is staying low and it must have backspin on the ball. If the ball hasn't got backspin, your technique is wrong. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. So without fixing anything, that's all I want to see. Can you problem solve to keep it low and get the backspin on the ball? Okay, we want to keep it in the lane. And the last thing I will say as a bonus, do not underestimate your first touch as well. Number 3. You've got to get your first touch out your feet so you can drive it low. Okay, I sometimes, I've been a culprit of this over the years, is I don't want to overcoach. These guys they're old enough to problem solve themselves. So I've just gone in and said, this is what I want to see. Let's see who can actually go and do that and work out how to do it. Obviously, if they can't do it, then I need to come in and say, hey, you need to do this, do that, do this. Let's have a look, Marco. Oh, poor Salini. Peaksy, let's have a look. So it needs a bit of backspin on it, Peaksy, yeah? Let's have a look, Marco. Let's have a look, Marco. Not bad, Marco. Hey, you've actually improved through repetition, yeah? So you've ran out of footballs. Too high, has it? Connor, that's lovely, son. Good. Really get those legs crossing over, Moz. Yeah. Good, Yorksy. Let's have a look at that right foot, Yorks. Right. Let's have a look at that wooden leg. Let's have a look at this wooden leg here now. Okay, oof. Oh. Connor, nice. Backsy, nice. Good. See that one? Once you nail this technique, it becomes effortless. Agree? You don't have to smash the ball super hard. The contact and the connection and the techers, it just does it for you. The first thing you have to assess if you're doing this pass in a game, the first thing you have to assess is the distance. That is the first thing you have to assess quickly, the distance of the pass. And that only comes through repetition and using your eyes. Like if Connor was to go even further back, I've got to assess that distance. If he was to come close, I've got to assess it. The only way we get better at that is through repetition, okay? So as you notice, guys, there's balls going everywhere. So I need to come in and just coach it a little bit, and you need to listen in now, take these tips with you and get better at this, okay? The low driven pass and the high driven pass, there's literally one small detail with the difference. Everything else is exactly the same. The biggest point for me is where you put your standing foot and your run up as well. So if you come in with a run up like this, you're more than likely going to drag it, because the aim here is to cut across it. So when you're doing low driven, you want more of a central run up, okay? So don't come from these kind of angles, because it's so hard. You can still do it, but it's so hard. So more of a central run up, standing foot has to be there, and there has to be a gap. If there's no gap, you're gonna drag it. You're gonna drag it to the left. The reason why I say that, this gap, we need to strike and cut. Your feet must cross over, guys. That's my rule when it comes to low driven. So don't watch the flight of the ball, just watch my feet. Do you see my feet? The second thing, bend, and you must arm out and lean to the side. So look how much of a bend there is in my knee. If I'm upright, the connection's gonna be off and I'm gonna drag it again. So watch the transition. There. So I'm not here. That's more of a side foot pass. I'm there. Look how low I am, guys. The whole of my side foot is literally down to the ground. So if I'm standing upright, I can't get that down, look. But watch what happens as soon as I bend this, I can now get there and I can now go voila. Once you learn that with your footwork and stuff, then it just becomes about connection. So I can do all of that right, but then I connect on the right hand side of the ball and I get that drag. So I can do everything right, but still get the connection off. I'm not going to swing fast, just effortless. That's still a great pass. Go on, Connor. So notice with Connor, he's the same too. He's not swinging super fast. Okay, what's the ball got on it? So to get the backspin, you need to think about chopping a carrot. Come down at the ball. Ta! You got to come down at the ball rather than straight through. Oh, that's lovely, that slaps. Yes, slappy. Rather than coming straight through, your attack angle is more down at the ball like this, down. Ta! And it chops it. That's how it becomes effortless with the contact, okay? You want to go high, what's the difference? Just literally lean back a little bit and get underneath the ball. And the technique is exactly the same. So with that in motion, should be a bit better now. Get a ball in the cone so you can at least have a game as a, you know. Touch Moz, left foot then Moz. Good Moz, Run up a little bit more straight, yeah. More of a central run up. Good Luke, lock your ankle Luke. Good, straighter run up. Now cut across it. Look at the difference, yeah. All right, that means you're cutting across it, lovely. Yazzie, that's better. That is a lot better. York's good low. As a good, more backy. Oh, Luke, good. Luke, backspin. Luke, great ball. Can you just clip it to their feet? Clip it to their feet. Just, guys, sorry, I just thought of one more reason why I don't like these kind of drills. Another reason is, but we need to do these drills. We need to do these drills. As you can see, they need these drills, right? But another reason why I don't like these drills is because we go from high tempo, speed and agility, to high tempo passing and first touch, to then like the tempo pretty flat. But that's okay, that's football sometimes. I like the tempo to kind of build in my sessions, but every coach is different. But it's all right though, because in our next drill, the tempo's gonna get high again, so. But these players need it, man. There's footballs going everywhere. But I remember when I was at Wrexham as a youth player, the mighty Wrexham, they're going to be up in the Championship soon. We had a coach called Steve Cooper. If your ball knowledge is really good, Steve Cooper was the ex-Nottingham Forest manager. Nottingham Forest currently third in the Premier League, just beat Man United 1-0. So Steve Cooper used to have us doing these kind of drills for 20 minutes every day as a youth player, like low driven, high driven, curl it, trivellas. Like we had to work on our technique every day. So if you imagine you practice that over time, you're gonna get so good at that. Are you a coach looking for training ideas? Are you a coach that's looking to learn and develop? Are you a coach that runs a similar business to Joner Football? Then I've got you covered. Inside our brand new Joner Football app, we have a coaches only section, where inside this section, I'm gonna be giving away all of my top secrets when it comes to training players. We've been doing this for over 15 years, and inside the Joner's coaches section, we're gonna have how I coach professional players, how I plan sessions for beginners, for pros, for intermediate players, session plans for one-on-one, group training, and team training. Inside the coaches only section, we're also going to have coach the coaches, how I work with my junior coaches here at Joner Football to develop them to become the best version and coach that they can be. Also inside the coaches only section, we have a detailed voiceover series where we talk through the drill in fine detail. If this is you, then you need to click the link in our bio. Our app is available on all devices and it's free to download. I will see you inside the Joner Football app.